back to Beauty Bees. I'm Iris. Today we're doing an empties video, and I have actually quite a few empties this month. Feels like it was a really good month for empties. I have multiple nail polishes, more than one piece of makeup, and several full-size skincare items. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a longer one. Let's see what I can do to keep this relatively short. So one thing that I can do to keep this relatively short is cover all three of these at the same time. I used up 3 of this Pure Lease Coconut and Rice Nourishing Sheet Mask. These were the last 3 that I had, so these are gone from my collection. I've used up 2 full packs of them. I can't remember if there were 5 to a pack or 6 to a pack. So I've used up quite a few of them. I really do enjoy these. I think they're nicely moisturizing and they just feel nice to have on the skin. I don't know if they have any like real obvious skincare benefits, but once a week or so it's really nice to put something cool over my skin and just relax, and I like these for this. I've actually repurchased a set of Pure Lease sheet masks that have not arrived yet. I did not purchase this exact set again. I purchased the watermelon ones. They were on Ipsy as part of their sale for a significantly reduced price. So I would, and indeed already have, repurchased some Pure Lease sheet masks, and I'm interested to see what the watermelon ones are like. We've got another twofer. Multiple fur. Anyway, I have 2 of these nail stencils. These I believe I got from Amazon or Temu or Shein. Like, I'm pretty sure that all of those sites sell the same sets of nail things, just at slightly different prices with slightly different shipping and arguably about the same company ethics, but whatever. Not the video for that. Anyway, I used up 2 sets. This one was floral, and then this design had 2 things of butterflies, 2 things of hearts, and then 2 sheets of stars. So the way that you use these is there are stickers with little cutouts. You peel off the larger piece of the sticker, place it on your nail, and you paint over it. Then before it's dried, like as quickly as you can after painting it on, you pull off that upper sticker and you're left with this design on your nail. So you'll notice these at the bottom and then the butterflies have been cut into 2 pieces each. I was able to get 2 fingers out of each of these squares. And then with the hearts, I used these on my toes, on my big toes, which I couldn't have gotten 2 big toes for 1 sticker. So that is why there's some interesting cutting going on. I got a pack of, I think, 60 sheets of these, like I said, on Temu or Amazon or Shein or something for like $2 or $3. So you'll probably see a lot of those going forward. I have 2 quick little declutters. The first is this Ilia Liquid Shadow. I used this in a video maybe 2 weeks ago, and I noticed as I was going through that it just left like a piece of dried eyeshadow on my skin, and I was willing at first to write that off as a one-time thing, but then I tried it again and it did the same thing. And I'm like, I can get a light brown matte eyeshadow in practically every palette that I own that doesn't do that. So, we're not messing with this. This is going in the trash. And then this is a soft lips. It's got SPF in it. I've had this for ages and it smells funky now. So we're not gonna mess with that. And I guess I'm minus 2 products. I don't even know what order I'm going with at this point, but let's pull out some more minis. So this is from Kerastase. It's their L'Huile Originale. It's a hair oil. I used this as a pre-shampoo oil because I do not trust myself to apply hair oil post-shower. I have relatively thin, fine hair, and it shows oil pretty quickly. My hair is light enough that there's an obvious shade difference as my hair gets oily. So I'm not going to risk freshly washed hair with something like this, but using it as a pre-shampoo oil, I do think that I notice a little bit less frizziness without my hair being super weighed down. I think I have another little tester bottle, so maybe I will have more complete thoughts in February's Empties video. Next up, we have this e.l.f. Advanced Night Retinoid Serum, and I used this actually quite a few times. I always look at these little bottles and I'm like, oh, that's like 3 uses. And then I think about it for a minute and I realize, how big is this? This is a 5 ml bottle. A full-size serum is a 30 ml bottle. I don't use a full-size serum like 15 times and it's gone. So why do I expect these to go super quickly? I don't know. But I was able to get quite a bit of use out of this. I used it at night, not very consistently at first, and then for about 3 weeks I used it pretty much every other night. I didn't notice a change in my skin. That's not super surprising. I mean, even though it's 3 weeks, it's still only 3 weeks. That's not a long time to give skincare a chance to do whatever it is it needs to do. I found myself thinking a little bit more about anti-aging and wrinkles and such because I am quickly approaching my 30th birthday. That's going to happen here in April. I did, however, get a little bit of a confidence boost last week when I was at the grocery store because I'm pretty sure that the cashier was trying to flirt with me a little bit, and he was definitely like under 20, which, gross. Don't actually want anything to do with, I don't know, 18, 19-year-old boys, but I did appreciate the fact that he thought I might be in his age brackets. So that made me feel pretty good about myself. I used up a bath bomb. This is from Basin. I got it at Hy-Vee for 50 cents. It made my bath water like this really light blue-green. There is glitter in the bath bomb that I didn't really see in the bath. I either have spoken about or will speak about both of these ad nauseum in my Project Polish updates, so we're going to cover them really fast here. I finished 2 mini nail polishes this month, which I think is awesome. Now, the first one is from Nailtopia. This is Grateful for You, and it is a sort of periwinkle with quite a bit of pink to purple shimmer in it. It's really pretty. And then everything I've done for you is from Cascade Polish. This was a purple-based multi-chrome. The main shift that I saw was from purple to blue. At certain angles, you could get sort of a rusty color or like a green, but 99% of the time I saw blue or purple. Both of these were really pretty. Like I said, both of them will be spoken about or have been spoken about in my Project Polish updates. So as to not repeat myself too much, we'll just leave it with I enjoyed these a lot and they are done. Let's stick with another nail product. I finished a thing of acetone. Now, this bottle of acetone went relatively quickly, partially because I spilled about a quarter of the bottle on my kitchen counter and my phone. Thankfully, I was already sort of overdue for a new phone, but that wasn't very fun. So, Don't spill acetone all over your phone. My phone mostly recovered actually, but not enough. Um, the case and screen protector and everything did not recover. I bought a new thing of acetone. It's fine. Whatever. Not exciting. I don't really know where these fit in the Empties world, but this is a set of whitening strips. I just thought I would mention these. I actually have, I think, 2 or 3 of these left, but I felt really silly having this giant box. So these are the ones from Up and Up. I've used the ones from Crest in the past. I don't see a huge difference in the effects that I get from these. Now, for best results, I think you are supposed to use these 12 days in a row, which I've never done. I have at certain times used them 3 days in a row, and I notice quite a bit of lightening of my teeth, quite a bit of whitening of my teeth that lasts me for several weeks to a couple of months. So there are 15 treatments in here if I use them 3 days in a row every few months. I tend to get these to last like a year or more. So I think it's pretty reasonable at that point. I want to say these were like $20. I used them. I haven't used them in a while, which I think you can probably tell. Should probably get on that. They do what they advertise. They're not painful. I kind of thought they would be the first time I used them. And just in general, I think they're a really good product. If you are looking at the Crest ones, I really don't see a difference between these Up and Up ones and the Crest white strips. So I would suggest, saving the extra money and just going with the Target ones. Okay, now I have quite a bit of skincare. I have 2 face washes from e.l.f. So I used up full sizes of the Holy Hydration Jelly Cleanser and the Super Clarify Cleanser. I think of the 2 of these, I would probably choose the Holy Hydration. I didn't have a strong preference. What made my decision for me is that this Super Clarify got a bunch of water in it. So I feel like I didn't really get to use the last maybe, I don't know, quarter ounce or so of the product because it was just so watery. I used both of these in the shower. I have the same like storage rack in each of my showers. They were in different showers, but they were in the same spot in the storage rack. This one didn't get all watery and gross. This one got incredibly watery very quickly. As far as the actual texture and the cleanser themselves, this one's a little bit thicker and more gel-like. This one's a little bit more thin, but they're both gel cleansers. They were both pretty effective. I like e.l.f. cleansers in general. I haven't had a super bad experience with any of them, and you can often get them for very, very cheap on their website. So we'll continue to purchase e.l.f. cleansers. Have one in my shower and one in my backup drawer right now, and they're fine in my book. I finished my sunscreen. This is the Tula Skincare Protect and Glow from their probiotics and superfoods line. I'm not going to try that again. I'm not going to get it right on the second go either. I didn't really like this. It was SPF 30 as far as SPF went. It was fine. I would generally try to go more SPF 40 or above, but whatever. I guess using sunscreen versus not using sunscreen is the big hurdle for me. Beyond that, any extra SPF is just like icing on the cake. What I didn't like about this was it had the weirdest texture. There were these little, actually let's see if I can get a tiny bit out. Probably can now that it's had a chance to settle. There are these little brown balls in it. And it's kind of a greasy feeling sunscreen to begin with. And it has these little like popping balls in it. I just don't like the texture. I felt that I needed to set my face down with powder whenever I used this, which isn't super uncommon for me with sunscreen, but it felt extra greasy and extra like I needed to set my face with powder. So, not my favorite. I believe that I got this in a FabFitFun box ages ago, because I haven't been subscribed to FabFitFun for a year and a half. So, it wasn't because this was expired. This was, well, actually it expires next month. So, good timing on my part. It was always like that. So, not a fan. My favorite sunscreen is the one from Neutrogena, the serum sunscreen. That's really nice. I also have had pretty good luck thus far with the Supergoop sunscreens. So, I would probably repurchase those over this. Actually, I would absolutely repurchase those over this one. I don't think this is worth the money. Still had one more skincare piece. I finished my Clinique Moisture Surge. I really enjoy this moisturizer. It is nice and lightweight. It feels wet on the skin, which I really enjoy. I don't like things to feel greasy, but I do like things to feel wet. No obvious scent to it, just kind of smells like ingredients. I find that it sinks in really nicely. I can wear this under makeup. I can wear this overnight. It gives me enough moisture. I can't say enough good things about this. I really like this moisturizer. I'm actually already working on another one of these. I purchased one over Black Friday because I knew that this was going to be on its way out very soon. This was my first true full size of this product, but I had used several minis prior to purchasing this, and I will probably continue to purchase this. I think this is awesome. Would highly recommend if you are in the market for a lightweight but effective gel moisturizer. I think this is a really nice one. Moving to body care, I have a shower gel from Bath & Body Works. This is Vampire Blood. It takes me a really long time to get through shower gel, which is why I'm talking about a Halloween scent in the end of January. I really liked this scent. The notes on this one were red berries, jasmine, and plum. And this is a lot sexier than most Bath & Body Works scents go. And unlike most of the Bath & Body Works scents that I feel are more on the sexy, seductive side, it's not super musky. I like this a lot. I really like jasmine notes, especially, so mixing that with the berries and plum really worked out. Enjoyed this a lot. I honestly purchased it mostly because it was vampire themed and it was red, and I thought that was pretty cool, but I ended up absolutely loving the scent. Personally, I only used this at night. I thought that it was a little much to use in the morning, but it does smell nice, and well, you do you on that front. Actually, you do you on most fronts. It's makeup and skincare. It's not that serious. Another Bath & Body Works product. I used up my mini of Gingham Gorgeous. This is the Ultimate Hydration Body Cream. I don't know what the notes on this one are. I'm gonna guess that strawberries are in there though, because they have strawberries and maybe peonies, because I'm guessing that's what these are. I thought this was a pretty scent, but it wasn't really anything to write home about. It was, kind of a Bath & Body Works standard. A little bit of berry, a little bit of floral, kind of sweet. It was nice, but it didn't make a strong impression on me. I have a mini fragrance mist of this as well that I will hopefully use up this spring or summer. It's nice, but it's nothing special to me. Kind of the same about this next fragrance. This is Daisy Love from Marc Jacobs. I bought a set, like a little gift set from Marc Jacobs on Nordstrom Rack, I think, for 3 of these pen sprays, which I think these are 10 ml pen sprays. Yes. And they were 3 different variations on Daisy. So I had the standard Daisy, Daisy Love, and Daisy Oh So Fresh. And I feel like all of them are something you could buy for like your 14-year-old niece. Like, I don't think anyone would really dislike them, but they don't exactly evoke strong reactions either. They're pleasant. They're kind of fresh, floral scents. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I'm not going to go out and repurchase. It feels like a very safe bet if you were sort of blind purchasing for someone else, but I don't love it. Okay, 2 more products. I finally finished this Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray or finishing spray. It took me so long. I put this in a project pan back in August because I wanted to finish it up before I moved. Well, I've lived here for 4 months now, and I just finished this up a couple of weeks ago. I am always so much slower with setting sprays than I think I'm going to be. This was fine. I don't think it was any better than any other setting spray I've ever used. I would say that's probably on the not so good side of setting sprays. I felt like the mister on this tended to leave like little dots on my face. I don't know if that was a function of this being a mini and maybe having a little bit of a cheaper spray bottle than a full size might, or if that's just how the product is. It wasn't my favorite. I'm using one from Flower Beauty right now that I think is a little bit nicer. So that's gone. And then the last product that I finished this month is a lipstick, or an almost lipstick. This is from Clinique. It is Black Honey. This is a mini, but it was a good size mini. This lived in my purse for quite a while. This is a sort of deep rose, very sheer tinted lip balm. I don't think it's a great lip balm, and occasionally when my lips were really dry, I would find that this would sort of gather in the cracks in my lips, and it would be really unsightly. However, when my lips were in good shape and I used this, I thought it looked really lovely. Now on me, this was not a Your Lips But Better, even sheared out. This looked like obvious lip product on my lips, but I could see how if you had deeper skin tones, or if you just had more pigmented lips, it might look like your lips. I liked this. I wasn't absolutely wild about it. I'm really glad that I tried a mini. I got this as a gift with purchase. Probably when I purchased this, actually. That was so loud. Probably back when I purchased this, the Moisture Surge. So I had considered purchasing this in a full size for quite a while based on Emily Noel's recommendation. Glad I didn't, because it didn't end up being an absolute favorite for me, but I can see why people absolutely love this. It's just, I don't know. I prefer something that has a little bit more of a balmy texture because my lips do tend to be fairly dry, and I don't feel this does a whole lot for that dryness. It is very pretty though. And that wraps things up. So I think that was a really good month for Empties. Unfortunately, that probably means that February is going to be a little bit of a dud, combining the fact that it's only, well, I guess 29 days this year, so have an extra day, and I finished a lot of my full-size products during the month of January. time to wrap this one up. I actually have to film another video immediately after this, so let's not kill my voice entirely on video 1. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hoped you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did, and I hope I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys!